and welcome. Very proud to be presenting a little bit of a personal auction this time. This is my great uncle's Toyota Camry Solara. It is the 3.3 liter V6 dual overhead cam. He has had this car since new. My uncle Ted, and we picked it up from him in the Cobb Greenwich area recently. He's had it serviced at Toyota. It's been garage kept. He's very meticulous with his cars. And yeah, it's only got 16,000 miles. It's almost a 20-year-old car. So definitely a fun little auction to be hosting. So first things first, we'll just do a walk around of the exterior, point out any flaws. Overall, the car's in quite nice shape. It's got a few dings and scratches here and there. We actually, someone commented that we could attempt to clean up the scratch on the front passenger lower bumper here, and we improved it quite a bit with a buff, so it's a lot, there's a lot less contrast to it now, but it is still there. It's been improved quite a bit, but it's still there. So I guess we'll start lower passenger corner, but otherwise everything looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's been resprayed or anything like that, and really this is the main abrasion. There's like couple tiny little ones here, something really down low. Headlight up top looks great. The hood overall looks very good. It's a little dusty because it's been inside for a little while, but overall really nice. The condition of the paint, the grille is great. Same with the chrome. Vanity plate, my uncle Ted toy. Gotta love it. Little bit, tiny bit of nicking down here, just a tiny bit. And then coming around to the driver's side, headlight again looks nice. You often see these like start to fog and fade, so this one has not done that. Little bit of tape residue here. We will also get on removing that, maybe a little bit of goo gone. But lower driver's side looks quite good, just like a inch long, tiny little scratch here, little one here, but otherwise nothing bad. Coming around to the driver's side, front wheel and tire look good. You get Michelin 215-55 17s. I will post date codes. They're 4314. So these tires may be decently old. There's not a ton of tread left, but they're I think drivable. I did drive this car here from Greenwich about 70-80 miles, and also there are just a couple nicks on the outer barrel of the rim, a little bit here, coming off a little bit here, but otherwise looks good. And the front quarter panel here looks great as well. Windshield wipers all in nice shape. No chips on the driver's side of the windshield. Then down here, obviously, it's a little bit of an indentation here, but otherwise looks good. Coming around to the driver's side door, mirror and mirror caps look good. I always, on convertibles, look to see that the rubber ceiling where the top meets the windshield is in good shape, not cracking, not like falling apart when you squish it. This one is in really nice shape. Looking at the door itself, you got a little scratch here, a little scratch here, two more here, all very small, giving you my finger for reference. Lower rocker panels look quite good. You do get your typical like fingernails scratching, fading in the door handle pocket there, but otherwise looks good. Also, the rubber window seal looks very good. So coming rear of the door now, also in nice shape. Lower rocker panel looks good. Tiny little scratch here that actually is coming away pretty nicely. And yeah, overall in nice shape. You do get a tiny like hairline here. Coming up top, you get the driver's side of the tonneau cover, which is in nice shape. It's not shrunken, it's not faded, feels nice to the touch. Fuel door on your driver's side, and then the rear driver wheel and tire. Nice looking rotors there as well. Yeah, date code 4207. So these might be pretty old. I do see a tiny bit of cracking start to form, so you'd probably want to opt for new tires on this, but the wheel itself is in nice shape. Coming aft of the driver's side wheel, driver's side tail light looks good. There's a little bit of a scratch from here to here. Here's my finger again for reference. Top of the trunk lid looks really nice. Rear driver quarter looks good. Bumper looks good. No, nothing's been backed into or anything like that. You get all your badging, Solara, SLE, Toyota, the Toyota logo here, little ducktail spoiler, funny enough. And I do love the look of the car overall. It's quite nice. So radio antenna here, which should typically unscrew. And then you get your brake marker light here as well. This plastic trim is in nice shape, not faded at all. This is starting to protrude a little bit there. Looking good on the passenger side taillight now. We've made it to the passenger rear quarter looks pretty good. Tiny little abrasion there. The panel, this is a really big panel. That long, almost my entire wingspan, and overall looks very nice. Like minor, you know, scraping. Not, I wouldn't even call it scraping. It's just, you know, abrasion, I would say. And the rear passenger tire and wheel look good. No curbing on this, with tiny bit actually, sorry. And 4207 for a date code on the tires. So coming to the just top of the tonneau cover here, looks good on the passenger side. Window seal also looks good. Down low, we've got some scraping. This side's a little worse. It's like 1, 2, little there, little here, little here, little here, little here, little here, like just really mild little nicks and scrapes. I'll put the buffer on them and post my results. We did get the front passenger side to improve quite a lot, and the rocker panels look good. So the passenger door, like from a couple feet away, looks quite good, and you just got like tiny little imperfections here. The mirror cap and the mirror itself look good, and then again back to the rubber seal between the top and the windshield, also in very nice shape. So coming finally around to the passenger front, get a little bit more of these little nicks here, and again I'll post my results for before and after. We'll do a little bit of a job on it, clean it up nicely. Passenger side of the windshield looks good. You have a tiny rock chip there, if you can see that. And then lastly, passenger front wheel and tire. So the passenger front wheel definitely has taken the brunt of the curbing, but yeah, overall not too bad. Probably could get the wheels done for 150 to 175 per corner. So if you want to do all the wheels, it'd be like $600-ish roughly. And yeah, looks quite nice. Let me get a date code. So these are 1815, so a little newer there. And then yeah, so that brings us around back to the front of the passenger side of the car. That's it for the exterior. Now we'll head around to the interior. Alrighty, heading around to the interior now. Let me buckle this seat belt holder here. So actually, I'll show you how that's supposed to work. Sorry, I must have had it unbuckled to move the seat, but yeah, little magnet clip there. This car does come with 2 fobs and 3 keys, 2 Toyota Greenwich keychains, and then tons of like the original owner's manual, the original window sticker, all that good stuff. Really good to have. Condition of the seat, driver's seat, is really nice. A little tiny bit of wear on this bolster here, but overall really nice shape. No creases, very buttery. The wheel does just have like a tiny bit of fading, tiny bit of staining, but overall, again, in really nice shape. Coming back a little bit, sorry, I got ahead of myself, the door card, and I do love how long the doors are in this car, being that it is a 2-door, but plenty of room in the back for folks. These are like human-sized back seats, so someone could actually sit there. The dash looks great. It does have like this little bit of fading to it, where it's kind of chalked out a little bit, but not anything too substantial. The wood trim also in quite nice shape. So yeah, pleased with that, all the controls and whatnot. So we'll take a look now at the rear. So rear of the driver's seat looks good. Floor mats look good. Rear driver seat looks good. And then just pointing out that there is a little bit of, what is this? Just a piece of tape, but tiny bit of staining on the driver floor mat. And then coming around to the, you know what, and in the meantime, I'll pop the trunk so we can take a look there. So trunk, you get your Solara branded trunk mat, and then underneath we should have some extra items. I believe, maybe not though. Okay, yeah, spare tire, all that stuff. I don't. Oh, okay. So you got to undo this, come in here. But yeah, obviously this, it doesn't appear to have ever been touched. So we'll bring that up, and here you go. Ooh, don't pinch my finger. So tire kit, tire iron, spare, all looks untouched, which is good to see. Something that definitely look for. And again, this car is one owner by my absolute sweetheart of an Uncle Ted. And this car is his baby, absolute baby. And he just figured it was time to sell it and get something a little larger. But yeah, I mean, look at the cleanliness of that trunk. It's just absolutely insane. Again, 16,000 miles on this car. So coming around to the passenger side now, there is a little bit of staining first and foremost on the floor mats, like, you know, like something that's stuck to the mat there. I didn't want to cut it out, so I just left it as is. And then the door card itself looks good. Like, you usually see a lot of scuffing over here, and it's actually in pretty great shape. Dash looks good. The seat is in really nice shape. Like, for the bolster, you just get a little bit of creasing, and that's it. No tears. Infotainment all looks good. You got, this should open. You got that in there. You got cup holders, all that good stuff. So lastly, before we get the engine bay, which is so clean, by the way, rear passenger, floor mats in nice shape, rear bench in nice shape. Really good to see. So I'm gonna just put that back to normal. So while we're at it, I'm gonna do the tonneau cover before we get to the engine bay, just while we're back here. So I like to pop, it's got these little like hook things. Just make sure it pops. And then it's got little straps on the inside. It's actually really easy to do. I love the way that they put the tonneau covers together. So there you go, there's the tonneau. I think I'm gonna put it in the trunk actually. Let's go for the trunk here, if it fits. Otherwise, I'm just gonna throw it inside, but it should fit in the trunk. Gonna be a little stuck on that side, there we go. Okay, there we go. Luckily, it's mostly a rubbery material, so difficult to do any surface scratching. Just give it a little bend there. There you go. And we'll put it back on. I don't want it to get creased or anything, but just for the purposes. Now, usually you'd leave it in the garage. Let me put the top up, and the engine bay will go last. So if I remember how to do the top, I'm gonna be on, parking brake, just sometimes in here like that. Close. There you go. So you hit close here, nice and easy. I'm gonna put the sun visors down. Oh. And I'm a bit of a bonehead. This should be open, that should be open, then we can finish it. So now, finally, just give it a little nudge, make sure they stick in, give it a little nudge, make sure they stick in. There you go. So I'm gonna roll the windows up too, so you can get a look at the glass. There's a button for all. Okay, and cold start as well. I guess that should have been the cold start, but no problem. And now we'll take a look at the engine bay, which is this dual overhead cam, I believe. Variable valve timing, 3.3 V6. Where's my strut? Oh, okay. The strut is a little tired. Usually I give it like a pump or two. Come on. And very clean engine bay. Very, very clean engine bay. Nice and quiet. Even when cold, it's not noisy at all. Hey guys. And yeah, overall, quite nice. Quite nice. everything is where it should be, obviously all stock and really clean. So yeah, let's go on out for a drive now. Alrighty, so here we are in the Solara. We've got it running, idling at about 900, 800 RPM, heating up kind of quick. It heats up pretty quick. All the gauges are working, 16,000 miles. Obviously an outdated nav here. You've got your MPG counter, all this stuff. Here's all your items over here. What I do love about the seat heater function, which I am confirming works really well, is that if you get out of the car but leave the seat heater on, it'll turn it off, but then automatically be on when you restart it, which I think is nice. Definitely nice. It's like a gift from your former self. You know, if you drive the car the day before and you leave your seat heater on, it's already there for you, which is kind of nice. But obviously just drove over the grass there, no squeaks and rattles, really feels very sturdy. So we'll just go for a rip down 7, and obviously not a speed demon of a car, but just a nice summer cruiser. And obviously all the windows go down and up, and I'm saying obviously a lot. So here's all of the windows in one switch. So it's a switch that says all. Here's all coming back up. The rears go first when it's going back up, which is funny. It's not the same sequence for up and down. You have a directional display here, which is functioning. It actually is tracking us on the nav pretty well too. So my seat heater is working really well. I'll put on the passenger here. We'll do some temp, max hot. So I guess we'll start off with heat, and that is definitely max hot. That's fast and very hot right away. So let's go with temp down to, let's try some AC here. Ooh, max cold. And there's Charles. Is he driving the Chrysler, 1932 Chrysler that I recently sold him? Is he? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So that is Charles, and we just sold him that 1932 Chrysler CP8 inline 8. Really exciting car. So yeah, back to this one. Also a very exciting car. What else have we got? Obviously we've got the AC on, and I haven't even hit AC. So there's actual AC, and it's blowing nice and cold, very quick. I should have hit my turn signal there. Sorry, gentlemen. I'm getting excited about the Chrysler and being able to drive this. So we'll go down. Wow, that got cold really quick. Brakes work great, coming to a stop here. It does have voice activation.
After the beep, please say a command.
Go home.
Setting home as destination.
Cool. Wow, that's cool.
To continue, please say enter destination after briefly pushing the talk switch.
Cancel. Cancel.
Voice recognition.
Nice.
Mode
Okay, that's
canceled.
pretty cool. All right, let's try the radio. Let's try the radio.
With proven winners color
Nice.
choice shrubs, offering flowering shrubs and evergreens for gardens and landscapes.
Very
Our garden centers need.
Anyways, you get the point. I'm not a radio operator. Is your seat heater working?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. Very good. And yeah, it likes to really just hover 2,000 RPM and cruise, like cruising nice and smooth, 55 miles an hour. And this is a pretty twisty road, and it handles it pretty well. It stays pegged right in the middle as far as temps go. I guess I'll try cruise control. So res, is it gonna do it? Set. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Foot is totally off and we're accelerating here. Very good, very good. Okay, we'll hit cancel and it cancels. Great, okay. And I'm gonna turn cruise all the way off by hitting the button there. There is like a phone display, and there's also sport mode. I think there was a sport button somewhere. I could have sworn there was a sport button. Oh yeah, S. Okay, so we're in sport. It displays your gear. You can also like downshift. It'll kick me up to 3,500 RPM. Wow, and it's not slow. It's not slow. It's not a rocket ship, but variable valve timing, Toyota V6 is a great motor. I don't know what the motor designation is for this one, but definitely feels solid. Traction control off down here as well. You do have a traction control off button in the Solara, but not a big fan of. Yeah, there we go. I really have to give it some pedal to get it to kick down, and it goes. And honestly, like, we're loading it up in the corners here. These tires are pretty old, and it feels totally smooth. Test the wipers here. Test the sprayers. Everything's working as it should. Yeah, everything seems to be working. We'll try lights here, and if there's any features that I miss. Oh, okay. This is just modes.
After the latest national headline.
Turn that off again. So yeah, and then average miles per gallon. Like, it should. I might have changed the setting, but it would do it like live, which is just kind of fun. And I think that's pretty much it as far as features and all that stuff go. The car drives great though, really smooth, and doesn't make any noise. Brake stops really well, and yeah, I mean, in this market, it's like, it's a little uncertainty. I don't want to be like a terra fearmonger, but you know, the price of new cars regardless is ridiculous, tariffs or not. So to be able to get what is this is really a new car, 16,000 miles with, you know, Toyota reliability from, like, I would say, you know, not a golden era, but like the early aughts or late aughts, I guess, were really like prime time for Toyota. I think this is right around the time that the Prius came out, which was just doing amazing sales-wise. So yeah, this is like golden year Toyota, basically a time capsule with the mileage, very well taken care of, owned by my, you know, I think elderly, I don't like to use that word, but he's a very respectable older gentleman who has owned this since new, and you know, is a very good caretaker. So exactly the kind of person that I would want to be buying a car off of. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed. I hope I haven't missed anything. I think that should cover all of our bases, and if I did, please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to address anything you'd like. And cheers. Thanks for watching.